Yo. Well, hold on, let me clean my lens. The lens needs a wipe. Yo. Live streaming in Thailand. Yeah, it's funny, like making videos is one thing, but live streaming is a whole different other thing. It's like you're more like, it's like a commitment. Like you click the live button, you're going to be talking for a while. Whereas with a video, you don't have to post it. You can kind of like not worry about it. You can make it and look at it later. With a live stream, it's like, no, you are just going to talk, and there's more of a, like it's just like a level up from making videos. Definitely, it's like there's the extra level of like courage needed. It's like, because when you first start making videos, like the courage thing is talking to the camera, and then when you get over that, then the next thing with the live streaming is like talking to the camera on a live stream, which is different. But just been detoxing my body today, really. It's like 11:45 p.m. Hello. Yeah, it's 11:45 p.m. I've just had my first meal, so I didn't eat or drink anything all day. I dry fasted all day. And just doing a bit of that. Guest reward unlocked. I don't know what that does. Cool. Yeah, it's the kind of place where you where it's easy to clean your body. Like the environment here supports it, definitely. So it's good for that. Just gonna go and find somewhere to chill and do this. There's a lot of movement and I would rather sit. Oh, chocolate joined. I would love some chocolate in this moment. Had some ice cream earlier, that was pretty good. Yeah, when you're an adult, you can eat ice cream for dinner. It was like, what was your first meal after your dry fast? Was it a watermelon? It's like, no, it was ice cream. That was the first thing I ate. Like that. Like, but it doesn't matter. Like when you understand the acid alkaline balance of certain foods, you know ice cream is a good one. Ice cream removes acids from the body. It really does, and so do lots of things that people don't realize that they do that. But you don't have to eat fruit and vegetables to clean your body. If you don't like fruit and vegetables, many people don't, you don't have to eat them. There are lots of different things that you can. Oh, a projector from Los Angeles, how's it going? Projectors are cool. I met a projector in this city. She works in a bar over there. She's a projector and she struggles with all the generators she's surrounded by, and it's like, well, yeah, you're a projector and you're working 8 hours a day in a bar. That is, projectors are supposed to be chilled and relaxed and comfortable, and then she's in a bar 8 hours a day working with generators, dealing with generators, because projectors don't go, like 1 in 5 people are projectors, but 1 in 50 people you meet in life as a projector is a projector. Like the generators are all outside and they're around. The projectors are just walking around the streets doing this sort of stuff, or just inside, just very solitary energy. Projectors are way more intentional with the energy and their energy and sharing it. So it's, I'm just going to chill here. Just looking for a good place to sit and talk. I want to talk about projectors more, to be honest, because maybe I'll just turn this live stream into a projector live stream, because projectors need to know about being projectors. If you're a projector and you don't know about being a projector, then you need to know about your projector nature. Like, if you're a projector and you've never heard of human design, as soon as you hear about what it means to be a projector and what your design is and how you're designed to interact with the world, you're going to go, oh, that makes so much sense. Everything, like, it just changes the way you perceive yourself, and it changes the way you perceive the way you're supposed to show up in the world and the way that you're supposed to interact with people and the mission that you have here on this earth. It changes your entire perception of that. Reflectors pretty much need their design as well, but for a projector, you've spent your whole life, if you're a projector, trying to be a generator, because you were probably raised by generators, and the world is built by generators, and all the managers you ever had were generators or manifestors. Very rarely you probably get a projector, a chill one. Probably if you had a boss at work who was nice and chill and didn't really care about your work output, that was that was a projector. Like, projectors are very chill. But if you need to know basically about projectorism, if you're a projector, projectorism isn't a word, but it is now. And once you learn about what it means to be a projector, you will change your perception of yourself and the world and how you're supposed to navigate it. Like I said, keep saying, it's like not optional for a projector to know about projectors. Like, as soon as I discovered my design, it changed everything. It's like and it takes 7 years, by the way. From the moment you discover you're a projector, from the moment you discover you're a projector, it takes 7 years to step into like the projector role. So it's like, the sooner you learn about it, the better. And I've known about projectors and human design for probably 3 years now. 3 years. So, and it takes 7 years to step fully into the projector role. So the knowledge I have about projectorism and the wisdom I've accrued, it's been 3.5 years. I just thinking about it. So I'm halfway into the reinventing the generator mindset into the projectorism, but I always do things a bit quicker. But I feel like most projectors do that anyway. Like, most projectors do things a bit quicker. Like, you're just smarter. You're a manifester, and most of your inner circle are projectors. Yeah, if you're a manifester, oh, look at Ryan sending me the GGs. I love that. I don't know what it means, but I know GG means good. That's what you say when you finish a game of Rocket League or any online game, really. You know this. Yeah, I'm a manifester, and most of your inner circle are projectors, and you need your generators around. Yeah, why? So you can get them to do all the work for you. That's what manifestors do. Manifestors will design a company and a system and then be like, hey, you generator, do this work. Dude, like, that's what manifestors do. And you're a projector, but you struggle with people see you. Yeah, that's why social media is so good. Make a TikTok, make an Instagram, make a YouTube, whatever it is. That's how you attract people as a projector. Or unless you're a really social projector, which I've very rarely seen. So that's why social media is so good if you're a projector. You want to find out what your gift is and then use social media to share it. I don't even know what mine is, you know. And so if on your human design chart you have a undefined or open ego center, or which is also known as the willpower center, you will undoubtedly have times where you doubt yourself. And I have an undefined ego center or willpower center, so that means that I'm sometimes prone to self-doubt. Even despite everything I share on my TikTok, and despite all the comments I get saying how amazingly useful the information is and how fantastic the info that the people I've received is, I still daily ask myself, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? I doubt myself every day. And that's because I have an open ego center in my design. So if you have an open ego center, you're going to doubt yourself anyway. But when you say like you're a projector and you struggle with people seeing you, like, so does everyone with an open ego center in their chart. But just doubting yourself is kind of normal in this world. But I don't know, because when you meet people with, sorry, I just clicked invite on someone. Oh, sorry, dude, I didn't mean to click that. How are you though?
Mute or Dariki.
Food. Gli sta camminando sul
Dariki or Sarakieda. تاریخ دا د راځو 8 بجې میچ شروع
ایستا
کیږي
کدار
دا
what
گیم
I've
نه
done
کوي
there.
یاره داسې مه باندې
I'd like to
دا بنګړی وه
that's possible. Dude, what have I just done? Oh, he's gone. Okay, happy days. Not in a mean way, just I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to co-host a stream with someone. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, it was about the ego center in your chart. Yeah, if you look on your chart and look at the little triangle one, Google your chart, look at the little triangle one. If it's open, the one that's next to the G center, which is just off center. If it's open, it means that you're just going to doubt yourself sometimes, and that is. I always say I wouldn't change anything about my chart, not one thing, except that. Like I would love to, if I could edit my chart, I would give myself I'll give myself defined ego center or willpower center. If I could change anything on the chart, that's the only thing I would change. Everything else, because I'm really open, really sensitive to energies and stuff, love it all, I would give myself defined ego center, definitely, because those people who have that don't doubt themselves. They're always motivated. They're always feeling like they're going in the right direction. They always feel empowered. And that must be fantastic, but I don't know what, like, but your design will show you that you are designed the way you are, and it is always for a reason. Yeah, it is always for a reason, so better not do that. I was just about to pick my nose slightly on camera. That's not very graceful, is it? I'm always being told to operate with more grace, and that would be an act of not. That'd be going in the opposite direction, wouldn't it? So, like, but let's not do that. The experience has joined. That's cool. I'm up for some experience. But yeah, projectors. If there's any projectors watching, or reflectors or manifestors, you need your chart. But manifestors don't care. Like you say to a manifestor, "Hey, this is you," and manifestor's like, I don't care about me. I care about. Then they're like coding some system or creating some kind of thing that's going to like change the world. They don't care. It's like the human design chart for a manifestor is like a waste of time. They're like, well, I don't need to know about that. What I need to know about is how is this system going to be improved? And that's where you can get a projector. If you're a manifestor and you're creating something, get a projector, because projectors look at systems and improve them. Projectors see what needs improving. That's the point. That's the whole point of a projector. So if you're a manifestor and you're creating something, ask a projector. In fact, if you're anyone who needs to know about anything, ask a projector, because a projector will be able to. Because a projector has the capability to see you. It doesn't matter what the circumstance is. They have the ability to understand what your situation is. So like you can explain something to a projector and they'll just get it. Like if you watch my videos, I'm sure that you watch them because you can tell that I have good discernment, and that's just part of being a projector. A projector can see what's good. That's one of the skills of a projector. You can like look, you can just see what's good. Like I always say in this life, so a lot of people will say stuff like there's no such thing as like better than other things. And I disagree. I think there are things that are objectively good. Like there are, like this lighter, these Bic lighters are better objectively than the cheap plastic ones. If I go in a shop and buy a lighter, I'm going to buy one of these or a clipper because it's objectively better. Or certain movies with better acting than others are just objectively better. Or for example, if you get more expensive types of food versus the cheap off-brand version, it's objectively better. If you eat like Walkers, in England they're called that, but in America they're called Lay's potato chips, they're objectively better than the Audi knockoff brand, aren't they? You go to that, like, and you eat the Audi ones and you're like, wow, these are trying to be Lay's, but they're not. So things are objectively better. And that's the point of a projector. You can see, if you're a projector, what needs improving, because you can see objectively what's better and what isn't, what's good and what's not. There are things that are good and things like that aren't, basically. Oh, I just invited someone again. I didn't mean to click that button. But yeah, that's like with human design, it's like we're all supposed to work synergistically as a as human beings, we're all supposed to like work together, and yeah, that's really supposed to be. That's why you need the chart. That's why you need the that's what you need to know about it. Generators don't really need to know, because a generator's main goal in life anyway is just to party, basically. Not party, because you do get quiet generators, but a generator's main goal is just to like be social and do what they love, basically. So projectors and manifestors and reflectors are a bit different. Like the goal of a projector isn't to be the most social person. I am not the most social person, like, because I'm so sensitive to energies and stuff, like other people's energies, that I can't be social like a generator can. A generator is not sensitive to energies like that. A generator can walk into a room full of 100 people and talk to all of them at the same time, because the aura is like less focused. A projector's aura, if you're a projector and you have any experience with being in a room with more than one person in it, you'll notice how you like lock onto one person's aura and then you kind of ignore everyone else, and that other person's kind of aware that you can see them, and you don't really know how to interact with multiple people at the same time. It's because you can't. It's because the projector aura can only focus on one person at a time. It can only look at one person at a time. If you walk into a room and there's two people in there, that's like the worst thing. If you're a projector, there's just two people, you're only going to be able to focus on one at a time. So the other person is not going to like you very much, because you're essentially, yes, they're going to feel like you're ignoring them, but it's because your aura can only focus on one at a time. Generators aren't like that. Generators can focus on everyone. Like, they can walk in the room and focus on everyone in there, and it's less personal. But projectors are different. Projectors are more, projectors are designed to be guides and teachers. So the way that part of that package with the aura of a projector is that it can only see one person at a time. It like locks onto one person, and through that, like if a generator comes to a projector and says, hey, can you give me advice on this and this thing or such and such thing, that will, the aura, the way it works for a projector, will allow them to like lock onto that person and see what needs fixing or what advice would help them. So that's the types are also different. Generators can't see it. But generators are always like, I think generators find projectors to be mystical. In my experience, generators always want to get to know the projector, because the projector can see more than the generator in terms of like how someone's thinking and feeling. Then the generator can never truly know the projector, but the projector can know the generator, but the generator can never truly know the projector. And the generator wants to know the projector. That's the thing. Like, so to a generator, a projector is like this alluring mystical being, and they always say stuff like, wow, I can't really they're like, I can't really work you out, I can't really get a read on you. It's like, yeah, because you're not supposed to. Like, the projector is the one who can see everyone else. It's not the other way around. And that's not to say that generators are like stupid or something. It's just that the way a projector is designed is specifically to be able to see other people and see the way that they're thinking and feeling, so as best to guide and help them and direct them. That's the whole point. And the generators have advantages in other ways, because they have abundant 24/7 energy to do things. Like, they are always, I keep clicking the invite button, I don't mean to, so don't accept it. And yeah, the generators have the abundant 24/7 energy to do stuff, and they're less sensitive. Like, a generator is more able to be around people. Like, if you go out into a public place, like say you go into a shopping mall and there's 5,000 people in there, I would wager that 4,500 of those people are generators, maybe more, because there's no way, unless you really need to, if you're a projector, you're going to go in this shopping mall, you're going to directly go to where you need to go, you're going to get what you need to get, and you're going to go home, or you're going to go somewhere different. That's because the energy of 5,000 people for a projector is way more. You're going to feel that way more than how a generator would feel it. A generator being in a room with 5,000 people, to a generator, they're not even going to notice that there's other people, really. Like, it's more like they're more like floating in there, and the other people don't affect them. But if you're a projector and you walk into somewhere where there's 5,000 people, you're going to feel the energy of every single person who enters your aura space. And the aura is twice the length of your arm, spanning out in all directions. So if you're walking through a busy shopping mall with 5,000 people in it, everyone that enters your aura space, especially if you've got a load of open centers like I have, I've got 7 out of 9, then it's just going to be... I wonder if I can attach an image to this live and then we can talk about the chart. Like, I can explain some. Like, I can teach about the chart from this live. That would be really fun if I could do that. Is it possible to add an image? Draw. I can draw on it, which I'm not going to be able to draw the chart. I don't think I can. That would be cool, because I'll be able to teach about the chart from the live stream. I'll figure that out for next time. There's got to be a way to do that. People add overlays. People stream games. Like, I saw some guys streaming games on here. So, like, which is another thing that I definitely will be doing at some point. I think it would be fun if you're a gamer and you started going down the spiritual path. You start, like, for me, I started noticing that all the streamers on Twitch and stuff weren't really talking about the stuff I wanted to like talk about. It was like less like spiritual. But if you discovered a gaming streamer who was super hyper aware and just happened to love games, I feel like for a spiritually inclined person or someone who's a bit more aware, a bit more tapped in, that would be really cool. So I'm going to experiment with that at some point soon. I think that'd be really fun. And like, that's not going to appeal to everyone, but if you're a gamer, and I know that if you're a gamer, you got sick of watching all the Twitch streamers because your level of consciousness kind of raised beyond what you would deem to be acceptable noise to have enter your noodle. So yeah, I think that would be cool. So you can talk and like imagine, like, because all games have everything is spirituality. All games have like deep spiritual significance as well. So like, and it's going to be fun anyway. I'm going to do that soon. So watch out for that. Diary of an Earthling. You're a gamer and totally awake. Always have been. Yeah, but like, do you watch Twitch streamers anymore? There's a couple. Northern Lion. If you know him, he's amazing. Like, I will watch him still quite a lot because he's very cool. He's my favorite streamer. Northern Lion. What books do I recommend? About what? How do you... Oh, sorry. I'll do the questions in order because that's fair. There's only one before that. How do we know how many we have open? You said we have 7. No, there are 9 in total. If you go to myhumandesign.com and get your chart, it's free. And then have a look and you'll see there are 9 centers. So 9 centers, and then the white ones are the open ones. I wish I could just put the chart on the screen so I could explain it better. But there are, like I said, 9 centers, and then the white ones are your open ones. The colored in ones are your defined ones. The colored in one, like most people have like 4 or 5 open, 4 or 5 defined. It's more common to have like a split down the middle. And then every now and then you meet someone with like 7 open or 8 open. I have 7 open. It's more uncommon. And then every now and then you'll meet someone with like 8 defined, which means that their energy is super fixed. Like, they don't... Anywhere that you have open on your chart, so go and do that. myhumandesign.com. Look at the white ones. Anywhere that you have open, you're feeling the energy of other people. And each energy center is a specific set of energies and characteristics that you will or will not have access to. And if you don't understand your chart, message me. I do sessions that teach you how to read the whole thing, the entire chart, in 1 hour. You'll know, you look at it and you think, oh, that's super complicated. I've figured out how to explain the whole thing in 1 hour. So if you want that, get your chart, message me, and we'll do that. Like, I'm awake until like 5 a.m. most days, so I'm really flexible with time, which in America is like 5 p.m. And you're a gamer and you're totally awake, and you always have been. Yeah, we spoke about that already. What books do I recommend? Mucusless Diet by Arnold Ehret, E-H-R-E-T. You can Google that as well and get a free PDF. The Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret. Google that, and you will get a book that will profoundly change the way that you view food forever. And it doesn't mean that you have to stick to the principles in the book, because I don't, but if you do, it will have a good impact on your life. But it will teach you how disease manifests. It will teach you about the body. It will teach you everything about food that you didn't know before. So it's a really good book. That if I'm going to recommend any book, it's the Mucusless Diet Healing System by Arnold Ehret. It teaches you how to get mucus out of your body, which is the number one reason that anyone should be leaning towards any kind of body cleaning or anything. Getting the mucus out of your body is the most... What is that? Whoa. I just saw a gecko jumping, and I don't like that. I don't like animals that make super sudden, like, unpredictable movements. Whoa, that's a big one. Look, I'll show you. Do you want to see this? Oh, it's a frog. That's why. It wasn't a gecko. Look at this frog. Can you see that? He's going to jump if I go near him. Look, you see him on this chair? He was just jumping around. Yeah. I don't want to get too near it. I don't like animals that move unpredictably. If he starts coming my way, I'm going to move. Like. But yeah, you want something different. You feel Mother Earth calling. Then, dude, if you want to do that, read the book of Arnold Ehret. You'll get different. That will be Mother Earth, because it's like a healing system for using nothing but fruit and vegetables, which I recommend everyone read, even if you don't want to do the fruit and vegetables. If you read that book, then message me and say, hey, I read the book, but I don't want to eat nothing but fruit. Then I'll be able to help you, because you'll understand the basic principles. Like, hey, I read that book, and the idea of eating nothing but strawberries forever doesn't really appeal to me. It's like, what's that fuck? It's like, yep, that's fair enough. But I've learned over the last 5 years, it's been 5 years, since I read that book changed my life. I would say to everyone to read that book. And then if you don't want to eat nothing but fruit, message me and I'll say, hey, this is what I do now. It works really fantastically well. I'm still working on it, but like, to be able to sit comfortably and do a live stream and have a pure flowing stream of consciousness without any kind of gut interruption or anything like that, that is an achievement for anyone. If anyone's figured that out, and to feel healthy and feel strong and feel happy, if you figured that out, then that is the holy grail of eating. Because the subject of figuring out what to eat and what not to eat and how to clean the body and get the mucus out, and as you realign, you need to know how to detox it. That subject is difficult. There's no way to sugarcoat it. That's because you can only eat 2 or 3 times a day. You need to experiment a lot. There's so much confusion online. There's people saying that you should only eat like beef livers and stuff, which, like, so there's confusion everywhere. So if you can figure out how to eat, then you are, like, that's the number one thing. The most important thing, the number one most important thing for any human being before you do anything in life is figuring out how to consume food for optimal brain function, body function, and energy and peace, because everything you put in your body affects your thoughts as well. So if you're eating a lot of bread, if you're having negative thoughts all the time and all you're eating is starch of rice and bread and that's why. That's the reason. Because starch will make you think negative thoughts, basically. It's a glue. Starch is glue. Doesn't mean I don't always eat it, because like I don't ever eat it. I do sometimes, but I'm leaning away from it because it's glue. Bread, rice, pasta, like all that stuff, that's starch. Any starch you want to have in intelligent quantities, let's put it that way. You want to make sure that you eat that sparingly. If you're eating nothing but starch for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then you're having negative thoughts, well, I'm telling you it's the starch, and it is the starch, trust me. So you want to move away from starch. And starch is the biggest mucus, one of the biggest mucus formers that there is, maybe the biggest. One of the biggest, definitely. And if you read that book, the Arnold Ehret Mucusless Diet, he will explain to you, like, he's a starch hater as well, and for good reason, because it makes mucus. But again, I eat starch. I'm not against starch. I almost had a sandwich before I came and did this stream. But if I had, this is important, if I had had that sandwich, there is no way I would be doing this stream right now, because I would be there'd be like starch attack. I would have to be dealing with that. Like, if you put starch in your body, it's like you drugged yourself. Like, and it is like that. And I'm not saying don't drug yourself. Wow, I should say that, but I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying if you eat starch, there's no reason to eat a lot of starch, basically. You want to move away from starch. You want to go more fruits and greens, and even that, like I'm talking like nuts. Nuts are good. Nuts are amazing. You want to go for nuts. People don't realize starch you want to avoid. Salt you want to avoid as much as possible. If you're having more than a gram of salt a day, more than 1 gram, that's too much. That's way too much salt. Salt is not the best thing to eat, and it will cause inflammation, and it will cause... Whoa, is that frog? Yes. Scatty about that frog. I don't like animals that move too erratically. Never been a nature... I'm not a nature person. Like, I'm more of a neon lights, computer games, and that kind of, like, electricity person, for sure. Like, which people are always surprised by. They're like, you know all this stuff, and you're not nature. Like, no, I don't. No, I like Coca-Cola, like, and that kind of thing. And I know Coca-Cola not healthy, but I know how to navigate it, and I know how to get it out of my body, so it's fine, because I've done so much fruit fasting and all that stuff. But yeah, starch and salt. You have to know what foods cause acids and what foods remove acids. You have to know how sugar and oil interact with each other. You have to know how drinking liquid immediately after eating isn't good, and you should have your liquids and foods separate. Like, you have to know about that. Most people don't even realize these are like in terms of piloting a human body, these are like basic things. This is basic stuff, like knowing how to get the mucus out, knowing what to eat, knowing the order in which to eat things, knowing what foods to combine and what not to combine, knowing how starches affect the body, knowing that eating salt is not necessarily good. All of these things are basic things, and they're things that everyone does. Everyone eats starch. Everyone eats loads of salt. I was talking to a girl in a bar, like a friend of mine. She works down there. She said she takes in like 10 to 15 grams of salt per day. I'm not saying that the body can't handle that, and I've pretty much tested the limits of what this human body can handle, and it is impressive. Like, to say, it's impressive. But you will be happier if you eat foods that don't contain salt and don't contain starch. You will be... And oil is another one. Like, oil, like, you want to avoid that. Oil, salt, starch, these are all things that, like, what's most people's favorite food is like a sandwich with oil and loads of salt and like potato chips and crisps and Pringles and fucking Doritos, like, which I'm not a hater. I eat those things. Let's just get this straight. I'm not a hater. I eat these foods sometimes, okay? Like, I am not a perfect person. Yes. Oh, sorry, I have to move. Not noisy. Sorry. It is midnight. I got out of bed at 3 p.m. today because I'm a nighttime person. So, yeah. Right, I need to find a new place to be noisy. But yes, starch. Let's just go for a walk, shall we? And just walk around. I can show you some cool stuff as well. Sorry. He's all right about it. He's a good guy. Yeah, starch, salt, and oil. And then, like, meat. I don't even need to... Don't eat that. Like, if you're watching this and you're wondering, hey, he hasn't said anything about meat, that I shouldn't have to, I don't think. But maybe I do have to. Like, don't eat that. Don't eat that. That is acid forming, and when you eat something, you're eating the consciousness of it. So, for example, if you have dairy products like milk, think about how relaxed a cow. So to get milk from a cow, to get the cow to give you the milk, the cow has to be in a good mood and be relaxed. I'm not condoning like the rest of, like, all the factory farming industry, whatever. I'm just saying, I'm talking about consciousness here and the way that consciousness interacts with your body when you consume things. Let's not, anyway, because I know that some people will comment, but you when you drink milk, the cow is so relaxed when it gave the milk that you're drinking the consciousness of relaxation. But when you eat, if you eat flesh, think about the stress of that piece of flesh as it was being prepared for you. When you eat things, you're eating the consciousness of that thing. Everything is conscious, right? Even this motorbike, I'm not kidding. Like, everything is conscious. It's all aware. And I've been so tapped in and aware before that I felt like I bought some sweet potatoes and I was going to cook them in the oven, and I couldn't do it because they were alive, and I was like, I didn't want to cook the sweet potatoes in the oven. So like, there's a certain level of sensitivity that can kind of is like incompatible with the world. But anyway, when you consume something, you consume the consciousness of it. So think about the consciousness you're consuming when you eat animal flesh. So I would recommend not to do that, and see if it changes your life in any way. The way you think, the way you operate, see if it changes your perception of life and your day-to-day experience. It will certainly change if you stop eating meat. And you don't need it. That's a very important thing. You don't need it to be healthy, to be abundantly healthy. You don't need it. Like, you can be abundantly healthy without that. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get my bearings and find somewhere to sit and do this. It's busy here and I don't really like the loudness of the road. But yeah, so starch, salt, and oil, if you avoid those three things, when you stop eating salt, it doesn't take long for you to start feeling way better. Like, if you stop eating salt, just one thing, like stop eating salt, you will feel so much better very fast. Like, if you're being plagued by negative thoughts, or if you always feel like tired, or if your body doesn't feel right, like if you go to the gym and lift weights and then you get stiffness and soreness, because everyone gets that, I don't get that, because I know that that's acid, lactic acid. Even a bodybuilder will tell you, yeah, I've lifted the weights and got sore from lactic acid. Like, yes, acid. Like, if you know how to remove acids from your body, then there will be no lactic acid. It doesn't get created when you do the workout. It moves. When you do a workout and lift like a weight, you're opening that muscle, and then the acid seeps in, and then like you're sore for like a week. You're like, the acid. Like, that's good. It's not like it's not normal to feel pain after a workout. It's normal to feel good. You're supposed to feel good. You're not supposed to have a deeply sore muscle. There's a different feeling that is associated with every kind of thing that people experience when your body is cleaner. And it's funny because my body, I would describe as cleaner than the average person, to be modest, and even then I still have much cleaning to do. So if you're at the point where you're lifting weights and lactic acid is seeping into your muscles, then it's like deeply acidic. That's why the government guidelines are to drink 8 to 10 glasses of water a day, because if you're thirsty all the time, your body's calling for that water to balance the pH of itself. Like, if you're more in the alkaline world, you could go without water for 2 or 3 days totally fine. You'd be totally fine. In fact, you would feel good. Like, you could just go without water for many days and you would feel absolutely fine. I didn't drink or eat anything today until about an hour ago, and it's 00:23. To be fair, I did get up at 3 p.m, but the point still stands. Like, I went 24 hours without water, or like 20, and it didn't even occur to me to drink it until I drank it. And even then, it was one bottle, 500 milliliters of water, one bottle, and that's enough. And I've got like I had a Schweppes drink as well. because I like those. And I'll probably have some more like in a bit, like maybe, but not like a large amount. It'll be like a can of drink or a whatever. Like it won't be a lot anyway, because once you've cleaned out a lot of the acids in your body won't call for so much water. And if you're not consuming salt, because you put salt in your body's going to call for water to get the salt out. Yeah, like salt, starch, and anything that creates too much acids, you want to stop that straight away. If you want to know truly what those foods are, read The Mucusless Diet by Arnold Ehret, which you can get a free PDF of. Google The Mucusless Diet Healing System by Arnold Ehret. It's not a long book. You can read it in one day, and you will want to, because it will change your perception of how health works. And then, like I said, once you've read that, message me, and I'll be able to advise you how to. I've like evolved that formula if you want, because the book is 100 years old. It was written in like 1918 or 1911 or something. So I've basically got a method that works for the modern world based on that knowledge. So yeah, read that and then message me. I'll teach you how to be healthy with the modern tools available. And you can still eat like processed food. Like if you enjoy that, sorry, I'm just crossing the road. Cool. I always encounter people, like a lot of people I speak to in the like awake world, they all eat processed food and they all like it. So, and there's a reason for that. But if you like, you can still have it. That's the whole point. You just have to know how to keep your body clean, and you can have whatever you want. It really is like that. You can have whatever you want. You can always eat the foods you want, as long as you know how to keep your body clean and get the acids out and keep them out and keep it flowing properly. You can have anything you want. Like there is a way to have all the foods you love and feel fantastically, abundantly healthy and have energy all day. There is a way to do so. And if you want to know what that is, I will guide you through it. Message me. It's actually very cool, and I've been working on it for 5 years almost, and I'm still working on it kind of, but I can tell you exactly what I do, and I can see that it works a lot better than what many people are doing. So it's fantastic, and I would recommend it's like a whole new paradigm of eating. Like you won't have heard anyone say this before, I don't think, because it's like the fruitarian principles and the principles written in that book, but then adapted for the modern world and for the processed food lover, the one who enjoys his Coca-Colas and his whatever else. Like you can still have those things. I can teach you how to navigate them. You need to know how to navigate them, and I can teach you that. So if you're interested in that, message me. And I think it's really fun to start sharing this, I think, because it's taken me a long time to figure this out, and I feel like the last couple of days I've really got it like sorted. It's a constant evolution, but it's starting to get really good. So I can only recommend that conversation if you want to have it with me. Sorry, I've been ignoring the comments, but someone said you can convert anything with your energy because everything is within. Yeah, I don't know. You cannot. I have a thing with this, right? I actually have this is one thing in like the spiritual world that kind of like I go against what everyone else says. When they say like, oh, you can eat. When someone says like, oh, you can eat this and such and like this highly acidic food and then alchemize it into alkalinity, no, you can't. No. Like, look how straight my face is when I say this. No, you can't. There are physical laws in the physical universe, in the physical realm, that is Earth, that when people say like, oh, it may work like that for you, but it doesn't work like that for me. Yes, it does. You just can't feel it. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I can see it look how serious and stern I am when I say that. Yes, it does. Like, you cannot alchemize for example, let's get something acidic. Soy sauce. You can't put soy sauce and rice in your body and have it turn alkaline. There is a consciousness in the soy sauce and the rice. Everything is conscious. The soy sauce and the rice are conscious, and they are acidic. So if you put them in your body, you're not going to be able to bend nature to accommodate your belief about, and I'm not trying, this sounds like I'm being mean, and I don't mean to be, but like I said, I have a problem with that, like that line of thinking. Basically, no, you can't. Like, there are things, chemistry is real. Like, you're an alkaline being, and certain foods are acid foods, acidic, and you want to, like, that's why every single person who does the mucusless diet healing system has all the same results. Every single person who would do what my system would have the exact same results. Every single person who eats nothing but rice and soy sauce will have the exact same results, because the consciousness isn't just you, the consciousness is in the food as well. So it's very important to recognize that. Like, and again, like if you're aware enough to eat the acid pulling out foods, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. How do you know if you're really awake, not pretending that you're awake, and in reality you're in another simulation? You don't. Do I use wormwood and green hull? Nah. No. My methods are, you never heard anywhere, to be fair. Like, it's more like you never heard this anywhere. Like, my method is so wacky, it's so out of the box. Like, but it involves lots of delicious things, so it's good. Like, I don't need to use a lot of nature. Like I was just saying, I'm not really a nature person. I'm not necessarily a nature lover. I prefer to do things in a more, and I'm not saying I don't have natural stuff. I just recognize how strong the body is, so I don't mind putting chemicals in it, because I know how to get them out straight away, so it's like whatever. And I'm not against that. Like, you can use wormwood. What's that for? For cleansing parasites and stuff. You can do that with, there's lots of things you can do that with. Like, you can do that with Dr. Pepper if you want, just as an example. You see what I'm saying? Like, you just got to know how to do it and how to navigate those things. You can repeat the name of the book. That's Arnold Ehret, Mucusless Diet. And if you Google that, you'll get a PDF of it. Arnold Ehret, Mucusless Diet Healing System PDF. Type that in, you'll get a free book. And it's not, like I said, it's not a long book. Googling, is there starch in alcohol? Alcohol is starch. Alcohol is fermented carbohydrate. It's pure starch. Beer is fermented wheat juice. Cider is fermented apples. Vodka is fermented grains of some kind, and then it's been distilled. It is all starch. Alcohol is pure liquid starch. That's what it is. Why would the supermarkets display them as healthy? I don't know. Why would, to sell it to you, I guess. You have to use your own discernment for what's healthy and what isn't. You appreciate this info so much. You are welcome. You are welcome. If you want to send me a donation for it, message me. What's so bad about starch? It's what they use to make glues and plastics. Glue is basically starch. It forms mucus in the body. So, and it's a stiffening agent, basically. So if you're consuming a stiffening agent all the time, think about that. What's that? Do you want that in your body? Like bread, pasta, rice, alcohol, sugar. I'm not against these things, remember. I'm not saying that, because I have a lot of sugar in my life and I love it. And I'm just saying, like, I'm not a hater. I love all the foods. I just know how to navigate them for the most part. But if you're, like I was just saying, if you're eating starch just ruthlessly, then that's different. Salt every offering. Yeah, proverb, it doesn't matter. Like, what? Like, if it's in the Bible, like, cool, the Bible is cool, by the way. I'm not hating. Like, but what I'm telling you about salt is real. Like, you want to avoid that as much as possible. Like, like as much as possible. I like if you can have zero. There's mosquitoes here. Love that. I'm gonna move again. If you can have zero salt. Well, to be fair, that's a bit controversial. Zero salt. But if you can keep it to less than a gram a day, that's good. Like, people who have no salt report that their blood pressure gets too low. And again, that's just because we're not in a perfect state yet. So there's all these misalignments. That is such a big factor of all of this. Like what is healthy and what isn't. It's because of all the misalignments and stuff. Like no one truly knows what humans would eat in their perfect state. But I'll tell you something. It wouldn't be salt and it wouldn't be starch. I'll tell you that for a fact. Like, it wouldn't be salt and it wouldn't be starch. So, you eat potatoes every morning. Potatoes are different. There's like different levels. So, a potato is less mucousy than a slice of white bread. Do you know what I mean? Potatoes are quite easy on the system, but they're still starch. It's still starch. But if you get potatoes and put them in hot water, you'll see how there isn't that much starch that comes off them. It's not the same. If you get like rice and put that in water, look at all the starch that comes off. Like even then, even after getting that starch off the rice, I wouldn't recommend eating too much rice. Oh, busy, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Tell me all you know, wise sir. I cannot tell you all I know because I don't know what that is. But what I can tell you is this is just a stream of consciousness. Like, I forgot that I knew these things. It is like that. Like, I forgot that I knew everything I say in the moment. I forgot that I knew it until I say it. And then it's like, oh yeah, I know all about this subject or whatever. Like, and mostly know through personal experience and experimentation. Just going to try and get somewhere a bit quieter. Oh, nice little place. Yeah. Some people recommend sea salt, mineral rich. Yeah, fair enough. But do those people deliver to you the level of spiritual truth and understanding that I do? So, what you put in your body affects your consciousness. They would just say, yeah, you need to eat salt so you can lift weights. I'm not hating, by the way. I'm sure there are conscious people that eat salt, and I know there are. I'm just saying, for me, my advice would be, if you were to eat salt, keep it under a gram a day and don't overdo it, basically. Just be conscious of how it's affecting you. It's rocks. It's rocks. Salt is rocks. It's literally stones. Like, where do you get salt in nature? Go to nature and find me some salt. You can't. Because to get salt, you have to go in a mine or up a mountain, and then you'll get like a little bit. To have wait, oh, thank you. To get salt in your life, if you didn't have the supermarket and a transport truck and a factory making salt or refining salt, you wouldn't know where to get it from. And salt is not the same thing as sodium. Salt is sodium chloride, and it has sodium in it, but your body can't naturally assimilate that mineral. And your body wants sodium. You can get sodium from coconut water, you can get sodium from all fruits and vegetables, and from whatever else you eat. There's sodium in milk, sodium in like cheese. That's real sodium. Sodium chloride, which is the chemical name for salt, is not the same as sodium. Like when you look on, go and get your salt, especially table salt, that's sodium chloride. It's literally just a chemical. It's literally just a chemical. And pink Himalayan salt is also sodium chloride, which is natural, but it's still sodium chloride. So anyway, I don't want to talk about hating them too much on salt, because I eat salt. I'm not a hater. I'm just saying, be conscious. This is my message. Eat all the things you love. Just know how to eat them. Know how to keep your body clean. Know how to do it. You got to learn how to navigate all of these foods. Once you know how to do that, you can have whatever you want. And you'll live a long life and you'll be healthy because you will be flushing it out and keeping everything clean the whole time. So yeah, if you want to know more about that, if you want me to guide you through it, literally, I'll either do a live stream about it or you can message me and we'll just talk about it. Like I can do like a session. I do sessions with people where I go through what they're eating and then show them how to keep eating it, but do it like more intelligently so that you feel better. Take it from your experience, you had an accident, it was very bad, the only thing that heals you is meat, sorry. Oh, don't apologise to me, I don't care what you do. I'm just letting you know how the physiology and the consciousness of that will interact with you. You don't want too many acids in your body. Putting too many acids in your body, you don't want that. Not to mention like the... whatever, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Like, I was just making a point about consciousness and how everything is conscious. What about electrolytes? Yeah, coconut water. The litre of coconut water's got loads of electrolytes in it. But again, like, this is all just like perceived need based on certain levels of alignment. You haven't drank water since 2018? Yeah, I don't drink much water, to be fair. I drank it today. I'm more of a coconut water, fruit juice, smoothie kind of person if I'm going to have water, or like Coca-Cola or lemonade, or you know what I mean, like there's loads of good stuff. Or coffee, I like coffee. I'm a big coffee lover. I love coffee actually. I may get a coffee after this stream, even though it's 00:41, like 20 minutes to 1 in the morning. I may go and get a large coffee. Like there's places that do here that do coconut milk coffees, and they're just coconut milk, real coconut milk with a real coconut that's all thick and like fatty, similar to dairy milk, but coconut with a coffee is better than a dairy milk coffee, definitely. I would recommend, for sure. Mucus Diet, yeah, the Mucusless Diet Healing System by Arnold Ehret, E-H-R-E-T. So parasites and airborne spores increase mucus production. The food you eat attracts different bugs. Yeah, to be honest, different foods, like I noticed that certain foods will repel mosquitoes after I eat them. Then the mosquitoes will like buzz up to me and then fly away. And then certain foods, the mosquitoes will come. So that's interesting. The name of the book is the Arnold Ehret Mucusless Diet Healing System. And if you Google it, you'll get a PDF. Nah, there's too many people asking about that book. It's starting to feel like some kind of joke that I'm not in on. Sometimes you need these fast processed food. Twice a year, more like once a day. I love processed food. It raises your vibration. And no one's gonna, everyone, as soon as I said that, they're like, what? You what? Yeah, they do though. Processed food raises your vibration. You heard it first. I've said it a bunch before actually, but that's what it does. That's why people get depressed and then go to McDonald's. There's many, anyway, that's a subject for another time. I don't like talking about that because I always feel like I have to defend it. And then people always act like I have to defend my point. I'm just saying, processed food raises your vibration. Do with that what you will. I will say no more. What type of immortality does my username imply? The immortal type, like the normal one, the regular one, like immortality 1.0, the normal, like completely impervious to death, like will live forever, physically. Genetic differences due to upbringing, different enzymes in different concentrations. I don't know what that was referring to. Hey, good evening to Lara Croft. Hello, Lara Croft. You like inventing stuff and not following. Okay. Why are you here then? Haha. Why aren't you live streaming? Haha. Alkalinity destroys the membranes of 99.9% of parasites. Well, that's a complicated subject, to be honest. I don't see a single example of someone in the world who's free of parasites yet. I've never seen it. And you have to understand the problem before you can see the solution. Soy sauce that's not fully fermented speeds up gonad maturity. Yeah, but if you're immortal, who cares? Like, whatever. There's no such thing as maturity. There's only either regeneration or degeneration. You can regenerate anything, and you can do whatever you want as long as you know. As long as you know, you're aware. You can do whatever you want. Without mucus, how will your body clean itself? The mucus is the thing your body produces to protect itself from foreign ingredients invade everything, right? So if you put something in your body that your body doesn't want touching your internal organs, it will create mucus and hold it. So, oh, what's happening here? The live will end in 5 minutes. No, hold on, I just have to do a puzzle to get that to stay open. So if you eat something that your body doesn't want touching your internal organs, it will create mucus to protect you. Certain foods are mucusless. I'm not saying don't eat mucus forming foods much. I'm saying don't eat them much. I'm not saying don't eat them at all. Basically. The mucus is what your body... When you see a really overweight person, there's so many bugs in this country, honestly. Like, when you see a really overweight person and all that fat, that's mucus. Their body is holding on to so much. Like, in a really overweight person, that is, you're looking at mucus, honestly. That's what mucus is. Like, it's your body protecting itself. Right. There's a setting to remove background noise. I didn't realize I could do that. That should sound better. Where do I get my information from? From God and myself and learned and lived experience. Which is funny because before I started learning things for myself, I thought the concept of someone knowing something that no one else knew, or that a couple of people knew, and they didn't get it from a book or didn't get it from anywhere, I was just like, that person doesn't know anything. They didn't get it from YouTube or a book or a peer-reviewed thing. But real knowledge comes from yourself, your learned experience, and from God, and from consciousness and awareness. And awareness is something that you can't teach. I can articulate the things that I'm aware of, and that's the best I can do in terms of teaching, or anyone can do. But awareness is something that you can't teach. Sweet potato is better than white potatoes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Are you actually immortal? Yes, I am, and so are you. You are as well. What do I know about Zaza? I don't want to turn this into that kind of stream, if that's what you mean, but I know them, and they're my friend. Yeah, are you actually immortal? Yes, so are you. Every human being is immortal. You need to get, like, that's a very, very important thing. Human beings are immortal. The body of a human being was created in the image of God. Like, you are immortal, I am immortal. You can live as long as you want, provided you understand how to realign the body and keep it clean. And it's more of an attitude thing than it is anything else, actually, because your mind is powerful, but you are immortal. You got your Atlas aligned a couple of months ago, and you're still calibrating. Yeah, you'll be calibrating for like 10 years. It takes a long time. Someone said you're massively uneducated if you think that's how we get salt. Yeah, my point was that you don't. If you go into an orchard, where are you going to find salt in nature? Go to the beach, you won't find salt. Go to an orchard, you won't find salt. Go to the woods, you're not going to find salt. Where are you getting salt from in nature? That's my point. I just know the reason I said it was mountains is because you get Himalayan mountain salt, and I know that salt mines exist. Why would salt mines exist if you could get it in nature? Anyway, the point is, it's hard to find in nature. You need help. You've been smoking weed. You want to stop. Can I tell you the negative side about it? I can tell you the negative side about stopping prematurely is that you won't learn what it's trying to teach you, because all addiction is part of you, and you shouldn't force yourself to stop. You should keep doing it. My advice, and this is coming from someone who has lived that life in a very intense way for a long time before. Not anymore, been years, but not just weed. But my point is, my perspective on addiction, every time someone asks me, how do I beat addiction? Someone says to me, how do I stop smoking weed? I'll say, smoke a joint. Like, you've been smoking weed and you want to stop, smoke a joint. That's my advice. And you want to do it until the fact that you're asking that question means you're getting to the point where you don't want to do it anymore. But there's a bit of you that there's more of you wants to do it than it doesn't, because you're still doing it. So you have to get to the point where you really don't want to do it anymore. So if you want to stop smoking weed, you should smoke weed. That's my advice. Do I eat meat? No. Higher vibration, literally a high number. I don't know, it's a feeling to me. It's something you can feel. What's the food that raises vibrations? Anything, it's a complicated subject. Like Coca-Cola is high vibrating. Most people will have a problem with that, but I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to have to defend it. But it is what it is. Someone else said he's correct. Yes, I am. So it's higher vibration literally. Oh, I've answered that already. Kind of. My hair looks cute. Beard needs a trim. Thank you for your suggestion. I know that Shroom's final boss. Yeah. Talking about the Christian God or just God in general, or just the one that I know. And he's overwhelmingly masculine. And he teaches me through ruthlessness, but he's cool. He's teaching me things. He's cool. Don't want to talk too much about that either. It's personal. Do I astral project? I never have. I have accidentally one time. Accidentally I did one time. Yeah, that's crazy. At Coca-Cola, stuff like that raises the vibration. It does. It does. Do I want one now? I've got one in my bag. I may have it now. It's been about an hour since I've eaten the food, so it didn't have any starch in it, so I feel like I'm good to drink a liquid. Still navigating that, by the way. I'm not like I say I'm not an expert. I seem to know more than most people because they listen to me, but I'm always experimenting. So I got this here. This will raise my vibration. Look, I hope. Let's see if I can do it now. Let me just check with my body and ask it if it wants it now. If I can, you'll notice a straight away difference, and like in my vibration and everything, you will see. Powerful. Let me just ask, am I on a solo trip? What, you mean like traveling? Never solo, because I've got the big man with me, but yes, in terms of human companions. Yeah, lately your lungs have been hurt. Yeah, well, eventually you're going to get to the point where you want to stop smoking, and the point is just smoke until you don't want to smoke anymore. You get very giddy when you drink Coca-Cola. Yeah, higher vibrations are giggly. Like, do acid or take mushrooms. All you want to do is laugh because they raise your vibration. Coca-Cola is no different. Well, it is, say no different. But in terms of like, it raises your vibration. McDonald's does it as well. There's going to be half of people to swallow, but well, McDonald's is hard to swallow, but go and get a milkshake from there. That's all right. Like McFlurry. How good is a McFlurry? Like, that will raise your vibration. McFlurries are fantastic. Haven't had the McDonald's in this country yet. But I don't like to eat oil or salt. So for me, if I went to McDonald's, it would be like, I'll get like an apple pie or the apple. And even though there's deep fried, aren't they, the apple pie? So that's not even a thing for me. It would just be a milkshake or a McFlurry, to be honest. That would be where it would be at for me. The longer you go without salt, the happier you'll be. Trust me, try it. What country am I in? I'm in Thailand. This is Thailand. This is what Thailand looks like at night time. And there's a bunch of people skateboarding. This is where the skateboarders hang out. It's like outside like the city hall or whatever, and they skate there because it's really nice flat ground to skate on. It looks good, and they bring ramps and everything. They've always got tunes and music playing. It looks cool. Olive oil, good. Oil is oil. Olive oil is better. Don't get me wrong. Oil is oil. Don't eat it. Wow. Do whatever you want. I wouldn't recommend eating it ever. Not even one time, to be honest. Like, not even sea salt. Not even sea salt. It's still salt. Salt is salt. Yeah, I say salt is salt. Sea salt's better than table salt, but it's still salt. Salt, oil, starch. These are the things that you just want to limit as much as possible. I'm not saying don't have them. Never saying don't have them. I wouldn't say don't have them because I have them. Like, yeah, see what happens. Try it. Do it for. Take on the challenge. Do this for 7 days. Don't eat oil or salt or starch for 7 days. And then come back to me and be like, wow, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. And every now and then you're going to get the starch craving and eat it. But in your general view on food, salt, oil, and starch, don't have them for 7 days. Live on, like, think about all the things that exist outside of the realms of salt, oil, and starch. And I don't include sugar in starch, but it kind of is, but it's not, because sugar dissolves in water and your body's full of water. So that's different. Like, bread doesn't dissolve in water, neither does rice. So my point is, like, starch is like, it's like gluey. You want to avoid it. So salt, oil, starch. Have sugar as well if you want, but even better, don't. But I can't tell anyone not to have sugar because I love sugar. I'm a sugar eating person. I like it. Just because I've experienced that God doesn't mean that's the God everyone experiences. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just generally, when I haven't experienced it, like, for example, like with the food, I could explain to anyone how to eat a certain way, and then it would work for them as well. Like, and I know that. So like the things I experience tend to work for everyone else once I explain them. That's why. Yeah, it's like that's a projected thing as well. It's just being able to see things. Yeah, see that you say you like that. I could like the energy of that is that you wanted. It's like it's nice. It was nice for you to hear the confirmation that someone said it's okay to have sugar, right? Like, and I'm not like, but as human beings, we get told that this is bad and this is bad and you shouldn't have that and you shouldn't have that and you shouldn't have this, where really you want to be told it's okay to have it. And it is okay to have all the things you love. It's okay to have even like salt and starch in very, very, you just got to know when to have it. And it's nice to know that you can have it. If you know you can have it, it makes it so that you don't really want it because you know you can have it. If you tell yourself, right, I'm never having that thing again, it makes you want it because you're putting some kind of like extra energy or extra charge on it. So just know that you can have whatever you want as long as you know how to keep your body clean. That's the whole thing that I was saying. Nuts, yeah, I eat nuts. I just had some nuts a moment ago. Actually, I had some salad, which again, salad. I'm not big on the nature stuff, honestly. I just do that to keep my body clean, honestly. like the things I do are so you never. You'd be like, how? What? You'd be like, I can't believe that works for you, and it just does, because I know how to navigate the things. Change the subject up. Yeah, what do you want me to talk about? Right, I was going to drink this Coca-Cola, but I'm not going. I don't think. No, that's not. Right, fair enough. What do I think about the future of the country? What country? What, Thailand? I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be all right. Yeah, that's cool. Read the book and then let me know. You'll like it. Like, it's life-changing information. And like I said, if you don't want to eat nothing but fruit, message me. I'll teach you the things I've learned that because the book is 100 years old, like I said. So the things I've learned that adapt it for the modern world. You didn't have Coke Zero 100 years ago, did you? And if you want to still have this, which I know that you do, many people want to still have Coke and be healthy. Well, I've figured out how to do it. So message me if you want to know how to have the things you like and be healthy. That's my gift to the world. You have all the things you like and be healthy. As long as you, because I'll teach you how to clean your body and keep it all flowing. Do I have any experience with plant medicines? Yeah. Oh, yes. Mushrooms. Never done ayahuasca. Wouldn't do that. It's funny, as soon as you mention like psychedelics or anything, you get like a notification. It like flags up on the stream. Consuming substances featured in this live could harm it. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Like, consuming substances featured in this live says it could harm your health. I don't know what the rules are there on that. I don't know about talking about that. Be careful with that one. Yeah. You gotta play by the rules sometimes. You can't be stupid. You can't be stupid. You have to. This is the thing about life. It's easy to be like anarchist and be like fuck the rules. But sometimes you gotta know when to break a rule. Let's put it that way. You gotta be smart. You gotta be cool. Cool people know how to break the right rules, but stupid people break all the rules with reckless abandon. That's not smart. You see what I'm saying? So be conscious when you're, oh, I've just sent someone an invite, I didn't mean to. But yeah, be conscious when you're playing the game of the system. Be aware. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like a message to me from me as well. You got to speak the same language. Yeah, you kind of. You just got to know what you're doing, basically. And if you know what you're doing, that only comes to experience anyway. If you're like a street smart person, there's different types of intelligence. There's like academic intelligence, and then there's like street smart intelligence, which is like cool intelligence. If you have that, you know what and projectors tend to have that as well because they're just more aware, and it's like social intelligence, and then intelligence of like systems, and intelligence of knowing when to like engage yourself and when not to as well. Bro, it feels like you're in the Truman Show. I know it feels like that. You're not. But I know why you think that. You might be though. Yeah. It's another one of those things. You got to know what to say and when to say it. Just keep going. Let's put it that way. Keep. It's okay. No one's gonna hurt you. If you know about this, you know. But whatever, I'll leave it there. That's a funny subject, isn't it? That is a funny subject. I like that. That's a game that we're all playing. What's my backstory? I don't know you well enough to share that with you. I'm a very normal person. I'm not that normal. Last time you were somewhere in India? I've never been to India. No. I've been to China. That was where you might have seen me in China. I was in China the other day, experiencing the vibes there, and that is a cool place. Shenzhen, China. Oh, now that I'm more into live streaming, that would have been so cool. How cool would that have been if I was in China and I did a live stream and walked around Chinese city? Because China's like magic. Oh, that would have been very cool. Next time I go to China, I've got you. I'll stream and I'll let you know beforehand, and we'll walk around China, because that would have been really cool. But I wasn't doing live streams then. I'm sort of used to it now because I've been doing them every day for like a week or something. So I'm getting used to it. It's a different thing to making videos, live streaming. Different kind of, whole different experience. Someone said they are glad that they came across me today and needed to hear the words that I spoke. Thank you. You're welcome. Makes me feel like I have a use in the world. If I don't do this and share my wisdoms and all of that, I often wonder like what I'm supposed to do. What is my purpose? Every day I have those doubts. But then I do a live stream and share stuff, and then someone says, wow, I needed to hear that today. Thank you. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to exist and share my experience, and hopefully someone else can get something out of it. That's like the whole point of this. So that's very cool. How is China adjusting to digital ID? China is digital ID. It's just the rest of the world is adjusting to China. Let's put it that way. Like, it's cool though. Like, China's cool. Like, it was normal. Like, however you think about it, it's not, I thought it was going to be some like way different, but it's not. There's people in bars drinking. There's people in restaurants eating. There's shopping malls with like the regular places like Pandora. There's all the like, but actually that's not true. They don't have the brands that we have. So everywhere you go in the world, you'll find a Pandora. You'll find a McDonald's. I did see a McDonald's in China, but that's one's a bit different. But you'll find a Pandora, you'll find a Decathlon, like all of these chain places. But in China, I walked past a phone shop and all the phones, I'd never heard of any of these brands. And it was like the Apple store. But all the phones were like, I never heard of any of them. And they were just like all the Chinese phones. And like, it was like, I'm looking at them, they're like more advanced than our phones. But I'd never heard of any of them before. They were like, it was cool, that's cool. And China's like that, like they've just got their own version of everything. And it's just better and more, not always better, but it's more advanced, definitely. It's interesting. You got potential, but at the same time, people on the top don't like what you're doing. Of course they don't. What am I going to do about that? Of course, because I'm fucking cool, and so are you if you're awakened. And all of us awakened beings are cool, and we're actually waking up. That's why they don't like us. But whatever. I don't even want to talk about those people. Whatever. Like, they can just do what they do. Like, and that's that. This is your purpose. Yeah, I know it is. Thank you. I'll take that as a direct message from the creator. Right? Yeah, he can. he's all good. That's so fun. Of course this information is valuable. Yeah, it's just because it feels normal to me. Literally, I'm not trying to be like a dick. It just feels normal. So when I share stuff to me that feels normal, and people are like, wow, thank you. I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually like useful to someone, which is very cool. Someone said, where do you know me from? I don't know. I have a YouTube channel you might have seen, but that has like 600 subscribers. So you might maybe come across me there. People are afraid of digital ID. Well, you just be smart. Don't just understand the system. Get to know it. Don't bury your head in the sand. Get to know it. You can beat it. But you can use it as well. You can use it to your advantage and not be attached to it. I'll say no more on that, but you can. You recognize me, but you don't know why or where from. Who knows? What did you do to be in the Truman Show? Well, I'm not saying that you are in the Truman Show, but if you were in a Truman Show, it would only be because you're a fantastic person and that you're very cool and you have a lot of good vibes and a strong aura, and it just makes a lot of other entities jealous of you and want to be around you a lot. That's what, if you were in one. if you were, but I'm not saying that you are in one. But if you were in one, that would be the reason why. Everyone has different perspectives, and you love that. Yeah, cool. I have this thing in me where I'm like, my perspective is the right one. I've always been like that. Like, things are objectively good, and I said this earlier, but some things are just objectively better than other things. Like, I have systems of eating food and cleaning the body that would work for everyone, and they're objectively better than other ones I've seen. But that's just my thing. It's like, my perspective there is different. Other people would say that experience is more subjective, and I just wouldn't agree. Adults have known for years that China isn't what America claims it to be, nor is North Korea. Yeah, I don't know about North Korea. That's another one I'd like to visit. I have a feeling that North Korea is a bit like that, though. I do. I've got to, and my feelings, like my intuition is usually pretty on point with that stuff. I'm telling people to wake up to things that we already know. Yeah, on some level you know it. Do you know why on some level you know it? Because if you didn't know it to be true, you wouldn't be listening. You wouldn't be taking the information on board, and you wouldn't be... Yeah, someone said cretin. Oh, that's a parasited individual there. You hate me. Ha, you hate me. Yeah. He's not rude. It's not the human. There is a human being in there somewhere. He just doesn't like that. Yeah, whatever. It's better to focus on good. But if someone wants to call me a cretin, thank you for the energy. I'll use it for positivity and good vibes. Love that. Right. Just want to confirm. Is that right? Yeah. Right, I'm going to drink this now. I was just checking that it's a good idea. Oh, no, it's not. Interesting. Right, fair enough. I have to check. I always run my decisions through the big man. He knows best. And I'm getting better at listening as well, because he communicates in different ways to me. Do I skateboard? Nah, a little bit. Like, I did a little bit. Like, I have a little bit before, but not really. Batman sent a Vault gift. Thank you, Batman. I often feel like Batman, like, that's like a running joke I have with, like, Spirit, is that I'm doing, like, Batman stuff, like, superhero stuff. Like, the 5D stuff. Like, I made a video called 5D Batman. I like that. Like that vibe of, like, being, like, a spiritual Batman, like, balancing the social life with the spiritual task of restoring immortality and teaching everyone how to get 5D. What type of exercise do I recommend? People exercise mainly, if you're doing cardio, you're doing it because you want to breathe properly. That's what cardio is for, basically. But I would say I like climbing, rock climbing, because it works on muscles that are hard to work on normally. So, like, if you're climbing, you'll work on, like, your inner forearms and stuff and your grip strength, and it's just a full body workout, and the body's designed to move as a holistic system. So if you're just isolating muscle groups, like laying on a bench and doing your chest, you're resting on your back, so you're putting pressure on muscles that wouldn't normally have them if you were using your body holistically. But rock climbing, you're using your whole body and everything, and it's a good thing. Your body's designed to be used as one thing, so don't isolate muscle groups. Go climbing. Climbing's cool. That's what I would recommend. There's a big climbing gym in this city, actually. I'm going to go there tomorrow probably, or the next day. I went there the other day. It was really fun. I love it. Hello from Ukraine. Hello. Can we talk about what's going on under the 3D and how they're trying to come into the 3D? What do you mean? Don't know what you mean by that. You know, it's good to like in this country. Like, it's easy to live stream outside. Like, you can go in the 7-Eleven and get 30 gigabyte of a SIM card with 30 gigabytes on it for 200 baht, which is £5 English. It's £5 for 30 gigabytes of data. Everything in this country is just better. Like, the cost of this is like 30 pence, like 30p English. It's like in England that's like £1.50. It's like a fifth of the price. It's amazing, yeah. I would recommend Thailand to all people, but if you're a projector, I would recommend Thailand to you especially. I didn't mean to click that invite, by the way. Yeah, I'm in Thailand, just chilling. It's 1:15 a.m. but I'm a nighttime person here, so I have a friend who works in a bar that I met here, and she's messaged me saying, "Do I like cats?" Of course. You would only like cats if cats like you. Like, anyone who says they don't like cats is because the cats don't like them. That's why. I love cats. Cats are cool. Cats and dogs. Yeah, it's not really nature. It's literally a tree. I'm in the city, to be fair. This is as much nature as I like to get. Like, I'll be in the city where all the neon lights and colours and the cafes and the 7-Elevens are, and the Coke Zero. And then next to there's like hybrid. I'm like a hybrid being. So I like both. Need both. Yeah, you say I'm lucky. I'm not. It's like anyone could do this. You can fly to Thailand for like 300 quid, and you can live here for like a fifth of the cost. You can get a 1-bedroom condo with its own kitchen and bathroom and sofa and TV and everything all in it for £200 a month. And it's not, it's like nice. There's nothing wrong. It's like nice. So like, to say that someone's lucky for just realizing where it's better to live, it's just better to live here. Like, this place is objectively better than many other places in the world, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, see, you're in Canada, freezing in your car, and I know some people like the winter weathers, but personally, I prefer the sunshine. And it's winter here. Look, I'm in a jacket and jeans, but because it's 1 a.m. So, but even there, I could take this jacket off and be comfortable, to be honest, and wear shorts and I don't know, I could take the jacket off and be comfortable. But I'm like a summery person anyway. I feel like I'm less sensitive to like the heat. I'm sensing mosquitoes there. I hate these guys. Nah, I don't have a 1-year visa, but what you can do in Thailand, so you get 30 days when you enter the country, and then you can go to the immigration office and extend it for 30 days for like 20 quid, £20. And then, so that's 60 days. And then if you want to stay, there's a guy, I did this before, he'll come in a minibus at like 7 a.m, pick you up, drive you out of the country, and then you go into Laos, which is the next country over. You get a visa for Laos, and then you get back on the bus and you get a visa for Thailand, and then you come back and you can do 60 days again. You can just do it like that. It takes all day though from here. It took me 12 hours. It's a 6-hour drive there and then 6 back. Whoa. Whoa. My body making me move. It's all right if you want to sit there for a while. I'm gonna. Yeah, I was getting messages to move anyway, like intuitively, and I didn't. And then the body was like, "All right, then I'll get you to move." Oh. I needed that as well. See, that's when I talk about the higher mind. Everything that happens it's like just redirecting you. Like, a mosquito flew in my face, and mosquitoes between me and spirit are a message to move. I can be sat somewhere for half an hour and not see one, and then see one. It's a message to move. And I saw a mosquito just about 2 minutes ago, and I even commented on it, and I didn't move. And then I got this intense cough, and I had to get up. See what I mean? Everything's just helping us. It is that. Like, from a higher mind perspective, that's just aid, like help. I just received help, and I needed that, and a bunch of mucus just came out. So, do you know what I mean? There you go. Direct proof of God right there. You're on the track of getting to Thailand. Yeah, I would recommend it to everybody. Whatever you like, it's just everything about it is better. I was thinking, is everything about it better? Yes, it's everything. Everything about it is better. It's the best country. My favorite country. And I haven't been to all the countries. But this one is really good. Someone just... Mate, I don't look like Leafy. And I don't act like him either. Unless that's you. Not Leafy. Yeah. Ease up. I haven't heard that one before, though. Yeah, the visa thing's super simple. You just got 10k in debt. You'll start a new life, but the debt is kind of an issue. Is it? Just don't think about it. What about that? Pay it back when you can. Like, recognize the position you're in, and then pay it back when you can. Know that you will pay it back one day, and you will be free in your mind, because you'll allow yourself to live. Like, what are you going to do if you're 10k in debt and you don't have money? What are you going to do? Like, you're going to just think about it all the time, or just go and live your life and pay it back when you can. Know in your mind that you are going to pay it back. Know that. And then know that you're going to have the money to pay it back one day. And the first thing you should do when you get the money is pay back the debt. And then be free mentally and go and live your life. Do you want to be in a Netflix documentary? You're training for it, but some guy wasted your day. Your day was wasted today because some spent 4 hours in a coffee shop and 2 in a coffee shop. Don't know what you mean. Like, it sounds like you went to the coffee shop. Do you know what I mean? Play my music. Oh. You didn't realize what you just did, but your higher mind just communicated something to my higher mind that's very profound. See, this is how this works. All you were saying from the 3D perspective was you wanted your music to be played, but actually your higher self just communicated to my higher self. Meaning, I don't ever want to give too much of my intuitive language with God away, because that to me is personal. But thank you for the message of playing the music. Yeah. My perspective is a breath of fresh air. Thank you. Again, higher mind. Breathe. Get your breath back. Don't run out of breath. Stay in control. See what I mean? There's always, everything is communication between spirit. There's a mosquito. I need to move. See what I mean? I don't want to give too much of my intuitive language away, but I've given a bunch of it away there. And if you follow that kind of thing, you'll see that it's foolproof. It's not like, oh, sometimes when you see a mosquito, it means move. It's like every time, that's the message. And it won't be like that for you. It doesn't mean that when you see a mosquito, you need to move. It means your language between you and God will be unique and personal. And no one else will be able to replicate it. And I did need to move. See what I mean? I just needed to. It's every time anyway. It doesn't surprise me anymore. It's just like someone asking me to pass the butter, or or get coffee. It's the same thing. Like not in like a dismissive way. I hope it didn't come across like that. It's just like normal. Like mosquito move, or like play the music it actually means drink this Coke Zero. Do we want to be on the live while we play the music though? That's the question. Or not? My opinions on manifestation. Yeah, you can do it. That sounded well dismissive, but yeah. Life is going to guide you in the direction it's going to guide you in. You're not really, you are in control of a lot of things, but generally, if God wants you to see something, you're going to see it, basically. You're here to say that Jesus loves you and you hope all is well. Do you know him? I've been asking, where is he? I actually, honestly, because I know, this is going to sound weird, but I know that all of the disciples and Jesus himself, they're here now on this earth, right? That much I know for sure. So, like reincarnated versions, the same person. Where is he? Like, if you know him, let me know. I've been asking where he is. I'm sure I'll find him one day. I'm supposed to. He's one of my mates. Most people speak English silent there. Some do. Someone says, how does human design work? We don't quite get it. It's less complex than it looks. Get your chart. Go to myhumandesign.com and get your chart. And you'll see if you're a projector, generator, manifestor, or reflector. And you can Google that and go on YouTube and you'll get an explanation for what it is. But if you want to understand the whole chart, message me and I do sessions or readings where I go through the whole thing. Like I said, I've taught many people now, hundreds or around 100, how to read the whole chart. And I can do the whole thing in an hour, and I'll give you all of the language of human design. And once you have the language of human design, basically I'll teach you what each element of the chart is. You'll know exactly what you're looking at, and it'll take an hour, and then you'll know where to go to get more information. So yeah, if you want that, message me. I'm pretty much always available for those readings. I do them all the time for people. So if that's what you want, just go to my profile and send me a message, and I'll get back to you once I've ended the stream. I'm actually free after this stream to do something if you want one, but anytime anyway. He did and rose and went to heaven and sits on the right hand of God. You don't know that. He's around. I know that. He's here somewhere. And his name won't be Jesus either, but he might go by that. Like, I don't want to say how I know that because it's going to sound insane, but I am not going to share that. But he's around. Let's put it that way. Everyone is. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They're around. They're here somewhere. And we're all going to meet one day. And he sends his spirit to all those who are willing to be saved. Yeah, you have to do stuff, though. Don't get it. Right, this is important. I'm going to speak from my place of understanding for this. And I'm going to speak for God as well. And he's cool with it. You have to do things. You are not saved inherently. You must do things. You must do work. You must, if you want to be saved and live eternally in heaven, you have to earn it. You must, what the fuck do you think you're here for? You must do, there are works to be done. You have to restore your body. You must clean it. You must restore the state of immortality. That's the game we're playing here. You are believing that Jesus did that and then expecting just from belief. That's not it. There are works to be done. Go and read the book of James. Go to the Bible right now and read the book of James. I think it's James 1. What, like, it will talk to you about deeds and things to be done. Go there and read that. You must do things. There are things to be done. You are not inherently saved. I will say that right now. For like, just believing in Jesus is just there's stuff to do. Immortality must be earned. It must be earned. And ironically, it starts with getting your atlas put in. That's part of it. Someone said, you don't know where Jesus is? No, I don't. I know he's here somewhere, but I don't know where. You're a reflector. That's interesting. I've only ever met two before. The important thing is what Jesus was teaching. Yeah, that God is within. God is within, and He is. You're a manifesting generator. What does that mean? It means that you're good at lots of different things and that you have a lot of energy to do them. And really, you want to be figuring out how to focus on one or two things, maybe three or four, because you're a manifesting generator. You have lots of ideas. Figure out what you love. If you're a manifesting generator, do that. But it won't just be one thing if you're a manifesting generator. What about the eyewitness who saw and wrote the script? Yeah, dude. Take it or leave it, what I said. There are things to be done. You must do them. And and He's here now. He's not in heaven. He's here. Like, He's around. Trust me. Well, you don't have to trust me. But you can take my word for it. If you recognize my discernment, or whatever. Anyway, you got to do stuff, basically. You're not automatically saved. There's things to be done. That's one of the biggest tricks ever, that you just automatically get it. No, there's things to be done. Be a good person as well. Be kind, which is... Yeah, I know. Whatever. Work comes after we get saved. We do it because He saved us. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I didn't say King James. St. James. St. James. I had to move because the people were getting wacky over there, so I'm moving away from the wacky people. You have to surrender and come to knowledge in which God will show you. Yeah, I agree with that. God will show you, and then God will be like, you have to do this now, or you have to go and do this now. This is what you must do. And it can be like really intense, and like there's a lot to do. You're a projector, and you like things precise, and you like to figure out how things work. Yeah, that's cool, because projectors can see what others can't. Boss Naveed sent a Vault gift. Thank you. I don't know how those work yet, but I like collecting them. It's like collecting Steam cards. Like, I like that. I like the collectible thing. Sam the Great sent TikTok University. Oh, that's enough. I don't know how this works. There's so much on the screen. You're Jesus. What's up, yo? What a mess. What part of Thailand am I in? It's a secret. Don't know if I can trust you with that information. And if there was a Truman Show, why though? You're not in a Truman Show. Well, if you were, there would be a reason for it, wouldn't there? If you were. If you were. His name is going to be Christian or Christopher. How much do you want to bet? What, me? Nah. It isn't. It isn't. I have two names. One of them's the name that my birth parents gave me, and one of them's the name that, well, it's thousands of years old, but it was given to me. Whatever, it's a subject. I'll talk about that another day.
We're going down that way.
Right, that's cool. Right, that's cool. What do you want me to tell you? What would you like me to say? I can tell you one thing. Everything's going to be okay. Is that not good enough? Is that not good enough? I think it is. Everything's going to be fine. You're fine. If you were in a Truman Show situation, it would only be because you're a very special person and you're a very powerful being. Yeah, it's because I moved, it started lagging. But I had to move because I've been going through this detox, and basically, if you know about the mucus, then you know you need to move to get it out, basically. Oh, it just lagged a bit. That's cool. Yeah, no problem. Wow, yeah, I'm just feeling overwhelming gratitude in this moment, actually. Like, I get waves of that. That's nice. I like it when that happens. I wish I could have that all the time, but then it wouldn't be special. But just for my awareness and discernment and the things I've been shown and taught, I'm really grateful, to be honest. Especially today, I really figured something out today in terms of food. Really got something good today, really. And it's been a while that I've been like kind of trying to figure this out, and it's kind of today I really got something good today. Like, it's really cool. I'm really grateful for that. Like, the energy that I'm giving, that I'm able to give now, like on this live stream. If you've watched any of my other live streams, this is my energy, the energy output that I'm able to give without having to worry or stop or think about other things that I've had to think about before. This today is like the best one. And that's because I've figured out the food thing. And I'm figuring it out more and more every day. Like, I'm figuring out basically what to eat to be in a 5D state and feel unlimited, even as a projector. Like, because I'm a projector, usually after this amount of live streaming, what's this been, like nearly 2 hours? I would have burned out by now, but I just feel this, the thought has come to end the stream, but I don't want to. Like, and that's important. Like, if you're a projector, you will know that 2 hours of pure live streaming is very much a intensely, energetically expensive experience, and any projectors will see that. And that's what's cool about this. I'm just grateful that I've discovered this way of consuming food and drink that allows me to be more powerful, and that's really cool. And that's what I was feeling grateful for in that moment. And I thank you, my teacher. I never would have ever done that without him either. Never would have ever done that without him. He's been on at me for ages to do it. So whatever. Very cool. I trust you more and more every day. Legend. Legend. Where can you book right now? Oh, and send me a message if you go to my profile, and we'll do it. I'm available like between pretty much 1 p.m. and 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Thailand time. So if you want to book with that, then let me know, and we'll go through your whole chart, and in 1 hour I will teach you the whole thing, and you'll be like, wow, like, this is amazing. Like, no one's ever said. Every reading I do is always deeply specific, deeply accurate, and powerful and revelatory for your purpose and the way you're designed to navigate reality. It's amazing every single time for everyone. And that's how, so everything I talk about on my stream and on my TikTok page, everything is knowledge that I have gained, except the human design. That came from someone else, but I believe in it so much that I speak about it a lot. Like, because it is a science, and it is real, and it is deeply profound, deeply specific, and it's just very good. When I was talking about things that are objectively good, human design is one of those things. How do you know if you're in 3D or 5D? You would know. Let's put it that way. How do you consume food and drink? Oh, mate, I'm not gonna. It's like a magician never reveals his secrets to the... I will eventually. I'm still working it out. That's another thing I do with people. I go through what you eat, because you really do have to have awareness. If you read the Arnold Ehret mucusless diet and then have the understanding of mucus and acids and alkaline, then it will make sense to you how I consume. If I just explain to you, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, it would just be like, you just be like, what? That doesn't make sense. But again, like, if you want me to go through the way you're eating with you and we figure out from there, I can do that as well. Someone said I've got wisdom. Thank you. It's good to know. Like I was saying earlier, I always doubt myself, and then I do a live stream and I'm like, oh yeah, I do know a bunch of stuff. I actually do know some stuff. Like I actually have some knowledge I can share with the world and give to people. So would he be towards God or towards the evil? Who? Me? That's up to you to discern. How do you book the reading, Spiritual Collage? Just message me, man. Click on my profile and then hit message, and then after I close the stream I'll talk to you and we'll sort it out. I just do it through there. I do them through either WhatsApp or Discord over a voice call, and then we'll analyze the chart as we do it, so you'll be able to see the chart as well as I can, and then we'll both look at the chart and both go through it. You just texted, check your DM. Yeah, I don't know if I can until I end the stream, but I will very soon. Do you want to do it today? What time is it where you are? Or do you want to book it for another day? I don't mind either way. Like, it lasts around an hour. I could probably do 2 tonight if anyone wants them. So if you want it tonight, then let me know. Oh, it's 1:40 p.m. Yeah, it's 1:40 a.m. here. So... Yeah, so I'll end the stream there actually, and I'll check my DMs for you now. So thanks for coming. I've been streaming pretty much every day lately around this time. So if you want to tune in at whatever time, like, just you'll catch me on here talking about whatever. So yeah, just message me if you want the reading, and if you message me if you want me to go through the food thing with you as well, I'll do that. So yeah, cool. Thank you for listening, and it's been really fun. Thanks for the energy exchange.